Dear students, in the last class we have seen the concept of the diode, and in this class we are going to see the different current components in a diode. In order to understand the concept of these current components, I have two assumptions here for our discussion. The very first one is low level injection. This concept already discussed in the minority carriers injection in a semiconductor bar. And the second one is neglecting the recombination at the junction. So let me recall the concept of this. Let us take a semiconductor bar of N type, and the majority carriers are here electrons, but our interest is only on the minority carriers. These are the holes. At x is equal to 0, if you are illuminating the surface of this semiconductor bar, minority carriers will be released here and the concentration may be changing. And now here, the liberation of these minority carriers is very much less than the majority carriers of the sample. What are the majority carriers of the sample? Electrons, Nd. And the injected one is P dash. The injected holes are P dash. This P dash is very less than the majority carriers electrons. This is called as low level injection. That means you are injecting the minority carriers. Of course, the number of minority carriers are very less than the majority carriers of the sample. So that is called low level injection. And coming to this next assumption, neglecting the recombination at the junction. In the last class, you have taken two semiconductors, P type and N type, and whenever you are putting side by side, there is a formation of the junction. And in the junction, there will be a recombination. But in our discussion, we are neglecting this recombination because in your semiconductor, in the P type, you are having the majority carriers are holes, and inside majority carriers are electrons, and holes may diffuse from P to N and electrons from N to P. There is a chance of recombination at the junction also, but it is very minute. So in our assumption, we are neglecting this. So now, coming for this current components in a diode, let us concentrate on this diagram. This diagram is having two types of curves here. One is the dotted one and other one is the solid one. So just for getting the clarity, let me say the solid line is minority current. Solid indicates minority and dotted indicates majority current. So now if you come here, this is a diode, this is P-type material and this is the N-type material. In P-type material, the majority carriers are the holes. In N-type material, the majority carriers are the electrons. And under the low level injection, my concentration is only on diffusion currents, not on the drift currents. The reason I would like to tell you here, if you are taking this P-type semiconductor, here holes are the majority carriers. Majority carriers are holes. And these holes are in the P-type. So that's why I can tell, because of the diffusion of these holes from P to N, which is nothing but a diffusion current, in P-type is given as IPP. Understand this first of all. IPP means diffusion current due to holes in P-type. So hole current in P-type. This dotted is indicating it is diffusion. It is nothing but the majority current, I can say. So in the P-type, it is a majority current. Majority current is due to holes. So IPP means current due to holes in P-type. Exactly, you can say here INN, electron current in N-type. So the second subscript is telling which type of semiconductor it is. Now coming for this, let us take a depletion region which is very thin and its thickness is only 0.5 micrometers. I am neglecting the recombination at this junction. Now the holes are diffusing from higher concentration to lower concentration. And one more assumption I am telling you, p-type material, and that means this p-type semiconductor is heavily doped compared to your n-type. So doping concentration of your p-type is much more greater than your n-type. So p-type is heavily doped. Now because of these holes, majority carriers, the current is existing, that current is called as majority current. And whenever the holes are coming here and crossing this junction, they are becoming minority in the other side. So in the p-type region, holes are majority. But whenever they are coming to this one, they are becoming minority because they are entering into the n-type semiconductor. So as soon as they are diffusing into this, they are going to recombine the electrons in the n-type. That's why the current goes on decreasing like this exponentially. So that's why it is called as IPN, hole current in the n-type. What type of current? Diffusion current, because diffusion of holes are taking place from p-type to n-type. So here IPP is becoming IPN because the holes which are diffusing from the p-type, they are going on recombining with the electrons here. That's why the current is decreasing exponentially like this. Similarly, if you are taking here, this dotted line is telling that this is electron current. Here in n-type, electrons are the majority carriers. Electrons are the majority carriers. So that's why if you are taking this electron majority current, it is coming here, this dotted line is telling it is exponentially also decreasing like this. As soon as the electrons are entering into the other area, that is called p region, they are becoming minority. That's why the current is given as a solid line. So solid line is always telling about the minorities and a dotted line is telling about the majorities. Remember, in this region holes are majority. Whenever they are diffusing into this, they are becoming minority. And in the n-type, electrons are the majority. Whenever they are entering into the p-type, they are becoming minority. So a majority current is becoming minority here. Remember this. So this majority and minorities are given by this solid line as well as your dotted line here. Very simple. Suppose for example, if you take our Indians, we are the majority carriers in our country. Suppose if you are getting a chance to go to America, after getting the visa and everything, you are going to enter into our America. Here the majority carriers are becoming the minority in states. Whenever the other person is coming to our country, they are becoming minority. In our own area, we are majority. But whenever you are crossing our border and entering into other area, we are becoming minority. Exactly. In the p-type, they are becoming majority. They are majority. As soon as they are diffusing into the n-type, they are becoming minority like this. Exactly. Electrons are majority here in n-type. As soon as they are entering into this border, they are actually becoming minority. So that's why very simple, IPP, hole current in p-type, diffusion current, because I already told you at the beginning, our interest is only the diffusion of the currents, carriers. We are actually not at all taking care of this drift current, because one type of carrier is entering into the other type means it is becoming diffusion. So that's why IPP is becoming IPN of X and INN becoming INP of X. So now, if you want to know how much current is actually crossing this border, how many persons are coming from P to N and N to P, then this one, this much and this much. So if you calculate the sum of these two, you are going to calculate the current through the diode also. Very simple. Somebody is sitting at the border, and if he is calculating how many persons are going from India to states and states to India, then definitely we can understand how many persons are crossing the border. Exactly here. If you want to find out the total current in a diode, you try to calculate what is this IPN of 0 at x is equal to 0. This current at x is equal to 0 means this one. And one more current is INP of x in the reverse. This is INP of 0. So if you calculate IPN of 0 and INP of 0, and if you add them, it is nothing but the total current in a diode. So I can say your I is equal to IPN of 0 plus INP of 0. So both are diffusion currents. One is from P to N and other one is N to P. But remember, this current is very less compared to this whole diffusion current here. Because initially we have assumed that your P-type semiconductor is heavily doped compared to your N-type semiconductor. That's why this current is dominating compared to this. So whatever it may be, if you want to find out the total current in a diode, you have to calculate this IPN of 0 and INP of 0. Now we are going to see the current expression through the diode just by taking this. So finally what I would like to tell you is, this entire discussion holds good for low level injection, and we neglected the recombination at the junction, and the third one is your P-type is heavily doped compared with your N-type, and there will be a concept of only diffusion currents. And one more thing is, your majority is becoming a minority as soon as they are crossing the borders. So finally the total current I is equal to IPN of 0 plus INP of 0. So now let me continue the discussion for getting the expression for the current through the diode. Okay, you know very well, in an N-type semiconductor, whole diffusion current Jp is equal to minus Q dp by dx. This concept is already we have discussed at the time of diffusion. And if you want to write down the current expression, Ip by A is equal to minus Q into dp by dx. Then immediately you can write down Ip is equal to minus AQ dp by dx. So what do you mean by this P? P means nothing but the whole concentration. So already we are having this whole concentration expression. So here P is equal to, P of x is equal to final value P naught plus injected value P dash of 0 into e to the power of minus x by LP. This is the expression actually we got it at the time of injected minority carrier charges. So let it be this equation 1 and this is the equation 2. Just to substitute here, you are going to get an expression Ip is equal to minus AQ dp by dx means d by dx of what is P here? P of x is equal to P naught plus P dash of 0 into e to the power of minus x by LP. Now just simplify this. Ip is equal to minus AQ dp and d by dx of some constant is 0, P naught is 0, and derivative of this one is P dash of 0 is already a constant. That's why P dash of 0 into e to the power of minus x is e to the power of minus x, e to the power of minus x by LP into minus 1 by LP. Just if you simplify this, Ip is equal to diffusion current due to holes is equal to minus of minus plus. So AQ dp divided by LP into P dash of 0 into e to the power of minus x by LP. Now finally Ip is equal to AQ dp by LP into what is P dash of 0? Here you can write down what is the P dash of 0. P dash of 0 is nothing but P of x minus P naught at x is equal to 0. So you can write down here, this is P of x minus P naught into e to the power of minus x by LP. So this is Ip of x with respect to distance x. Now if I am putting x is equal to 0, why I am putting x is equal to 0? I would like to write this expression at the junction. If you take the diode here, it is the distance at x is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0, you have to calculate, because I already told you, if you want to find out the current in a diode, you have to calculate how much current is actually passing from P to N and from N to P. IPN of 0, INP of 0. I am writing IP of IPN. So Ip of x is equal to this. So now, if you use proper notation for this, because you have to tell in which region it is also. So that's why now I am writing the expression IPN of x is equal to AQ dP by LP into Pn of x minus Pn0 into e to the power of minus x by LP. I hope you understood this. IPN of x, whole diffusion current in n type, which is varying with respect to distance x, is equal to AQ dP by LP into Pn of x, because holes in n type, minus Pn0. Pn0 means thermally generated holes, into e to the power of minus x by LP. But now I would like to just change this equation to at the edge of the n. Edge of the n means at x is equal to 0. So at x is equal to 0, I would like to write down this expression. IPN of x is equal to AQ dP by LP into Pn of x minus P naught into e to the power of minus x by LP. This is the equation we got it. Let it be the equation 3. So this is nothing but the diffusion current in the n-type semiconductor bar, which is varying with respect to distance x. So this is the current actually crossing the junction here. Now you have to understand what exactly at x is equal to 0. So I can write down at the junction at x is equal to 0, I can write down IPN of 0 is equal to AQ dP by LP into Pn of 0 minus P naught into e to the power of minus x by LP, but x is equal to 0, e power 0 is 1. So this is the final equation here. Now you apply here the most important one, that is nothing but the law of junction. Law of junction is always telling, whenever you are applying the voltage across the junction, it reduces the barrier. At the junction we are always having a barrier. That barrier will be reduced whenever you apply the voltage externally. So that is, you can say that Pn of 0 is equal to some Pn naught into e to the power of V by Vt. This is nothing but the law of the junction. Here this P naught means thermally generated holes in n type, so that you can write down Pn0. So Pn of 0 is equal to initial concentration Pn naught into e to the power of V by Vt. If you apply the voltage, its concentration also will be increased exponentially. The barrier height reduces here. So that's why this is the law of the junction. Just to substitute here, you are going to get IPN of 0 is equal to AQ dP by LP into Pn of 0 into e to the power of V by Vt minus Pn naught, so that you can take the P naught as also common. So finally you can write down IPN of 0 is equal to AQ dP by LP into e to the power of V by Vt minus 1 into Pn naught. That will be the equation number 4. So this is the whole diffusion current at the junction is equal to AQ dP by LP into e to the power of V by Vt minus 1 into Pn naught. Similarly, there will be a diffusion of electrons in the other side also, because I already told you, if you are taking a diode like this is the junction, and this is P type, and this is N type. Holes are diffusing from P to N. Similarly, electrons are also diffusing from N to P. So I would like to write the expression for the diffusion current from N to P also, because if I want the total current I is equal to IPN of 0 plus INP of 0. I already told you, INP of 0. So I have got the expression IPN of 0. How to get the INP of 0? Simple, you have to reverse the notation here. I can write down here INP of 0 is equal to, you can say that AQ, this is Q, instead of diffusion constant for the holes, diffusion constant for the electron Dn by ln into e to the power of v by vt minus 1 into this is np naught. This is the equation 5. Now how to get the total current? Total current through a diode. Already you got the IPN of 0, INP of 0. Simply add it. Because you are the person sitting at the junction and observing how much whole current is coming from P to N, how much is the electron current is coming from N to P. If you add it, you are going to get the total current I. So therefore, I is equal to IPN of 0 plus INP of 0. This is the expression you have to get it. So if you add it, happily you can add this. I is equal to, you have to add 4 and 5. If you add 4 and 5, AQ is common, and one more thing is e to the power of V by Vt minus 1 is also common. I can write down A into Q, e to the power of V by Vt minus 1 is also common. Then you can write down here. And see, what will be the remaining factors here? dP by Lp, dP by Lp, dP by Lp, okay, into Pn naught, plus you can write down here dn by ln, dn by ln into Pn naught. So AQ dP by Lp into e to the power of V by Vt into Pn naught plus AQ dn by ln, yes, it is okay. After simplification, you got this current equation, let it be the equation number 6. Still I want to simplify this by taking some other factors which are actually discussed in the last classes. In the place of Pn naught, I can write down this is equal to Ni square by Nd, minority current concentration. Like that, Np naught is equal to Ni square divided by Na. Just substitute in the equation 6, you are going to get this is equal to I is equal to AQ into Ni square into e to the power of V by Vt minus 1 into dP by Lp into Nd plus dn by ln into Na. This is the final expression. And remember friends, whatever the factors you are having other than the e to the power of V by Vt minus 1, this total factor you are going to get the reverse saturation current I naught. So I can write down here I is equal to I naught into e to the power of V by Vt minus 1. So what is this I naught? The remaining terms are telling about the I naught, where I naught is equal to AQ into Ni square into dP by Lp into Nd plus dn by ln into Na. Friends, remember very clearly, the reverse saturation current I naught expression is much more important. Sometimes they are going to ask you to derive it also. In your competitive examinations, most of the times he is going to ask you to calculate the reverse saturation current I naught. I already told you, reverse saturation current means the current which is flowing during the reverse bias. It is only depending on the area, charge, incentric concentration, diffusion constants and diffusion length and density of donor atoms and acceptor atoms. Like this, all other factors are nothing but the physical factors and your geometric factors. But whereas you see, I is equal to I naught into e to the power of V by Vt minus 1 is the current equation, which is the most important equation to calculate the current flowing through the diode. Okay, so this way you have to calculate. So your I naught is nothing but the reverse saturation current. E by V by Vt. V means the applied voltage across the diode. Vt means volt equivalent of temperature. And if you remember exactly, this Vt I have given you, Vt is equal to T by 11,600 and T should be expressed in Kelvin. And if you just calculate this Vt at room temperature, that Vt is equal to 26 millivolts at 300 degrees Kelvin. 300 degrees Kelvin means 27 degrees centigrade room temperature. And remember, room temperature means 27 degrees centigrade. But whatever the temperature you are mentioning here, that should be in the form of Kelvin. So that you have to add 273 degrees to the degree centigrade. So that you are going to get the temperature in Kelvin like this. So very simple. I have taken the diffusion current expression here, and I have considered the diffusion of the holes from P to N and diffusion of the electrons from N to P. Just by using our ordinary mathematical expressions, finally I calculated the current through the diode is equal to I naught into e to the power of V by Vt minus 1. And one more thing is, this diode is manufactured with two materials. One is nothing but the germanium, other one is the silicon. So depends upon the germanium and silicon also, the current may change. So there should be a biasing factor that is included here. So finally he has calculated and he has given that your I is equal to I naught into e to the power of V by eta Vt minus 1. So he has given eta here. What is eta? Eta means a constant which depends on material, and eta is equal to 1 for germanium and eta is equal to 2 for silicon. So depending upon the diode given to you, you have to substitute the value of eta here. So this way you have to understand the diode current equation. So in the next class, using this diode current equation, we are going to do some problems, as well as we are also going to discuss about the resistance of a diode. The diode will be having two types of resistance, static resistance and dynamic resistance. Those things we are going to discuss with the help of this diode current equation. Okay, so I hope you understood this diode current equation. Very simple. First equation what you have to remember is the diffusion current expression is equal to minus q into dp by dx. From that onwards, just if you understand in a sequence like this, definitely you can do it within no time. Okay, thank you.